All right, let's get our first look at the treehouse. The almost finished treehouse. We're attached to these two trees. On this end, they're both a little less than a foot diameter. And this bigger tree on this end. And down here, we're attached with these direct brackets. There's no sliding or movement. They're attached right into the tree, right to the bracket, direct. Grade 8 bolts, yes, because you asked. On this end, though, we're using the tab Treehouse Attachment Bolt, which is a beefy bolt that goes right into the tree, very far in, like 3/4 of the way through that tree, and it'll grow around that bolt. And then we have this bracket that slides back and forth, in and out on that tab, and allows for the trees to blow in the wind, which they for sure do, and you don't feel it in the treehouse. The treehouse doesn't move, the tree moves. So that's pretty cool. Got two of those on this end and the direct mount over there. So these are 2x10, two of them, two 2x10s glued and screwed together with structural screws. Two 2x10s, two 2x10s. This one is 16 feet long. The other one is 14 feet. I had this overhang because I wasn't sure how much decking I was going to put down, but I'll probably use that as some feature in the future, a hammock or something. We'll see. All right, before we go up top, we'll just take a look. We've got 2x8s as our floor joists. That's an extra support beam, which you'll see in a little bit. Hurricane ties holding them all down. 16-inch center, typical decking construction. Again, another extra beam here, which you'll see why. So, this is the underneath of the treehouse. We built a ladder here. Kind of little kid size as far as the step heights. We got some treehouse handles on there, plastic handles, so those work great. Lennon can easily get in and climb his way up. I've got some blocks underneath here to hold it steady, but they have already, I've got rock under those blocks. They have already settled a little bit in the mud or whatever, so I just need some spacers. I'm going to put a couple little spacers under, as it currently wobbles a little bit on those blocks. Once you're standing on it, it hits the blocks and it's solid, but I'll put a couple little, just slide some sheets of aluminum or plastic under there to space that out. All right, so from back here, this is a platform. It's not a house. There's no walls and a roof, which is what I wanted. I wanted a platform. So I've got 4x4 posts as our railing posts attached at the bottom to our rim joist. And then we use this cool, is it 1 inch or 2 inch? I forget, netting that was pretty affordable. That is attached with some eyelet screws. I'll show you that when we get in. So we are up in the trees, so let's climb in. And as we get in here, this is the platform. So it's about 8 feet off the ground. It's probably 7.5 on one side. As the ground slopes down, it's 8 or 9 feet on the other side, give or take. So it's not super high, but it's very high when you're up in here. You can sort of see the house through the trees. It's actually hard to see the treehouse from the house, which is kind of cool. But we are up in the trees, and yeah, we've got this netting that there's definitely some give there, but you would not be able to fall through that. You'd have to really try hard to fall through. or fall over it or whatever, especially for a little kid. They'd have to climb over that net. And it's attached with a bunch of these screw-in eyelet holes, top and bottom and middle. So I like that. It's a nice clean look. It lets you see through it to the tree limbs and everything and to the ground very easily. And yeah. So this feature here, I wanted something sticking out from the treehouse. This is pretty much what I wanted. I wanted a net sticking out from the treehouse with no railing around it that you could just sort of lay on, stand on even. You can stand on it, you can lay on it. It's attached with the same big, beefy eyelet screws all the way around. I've got a few more on this side than I do on that. That's my next thing to do, which is add a couple more, 3 more eyelets over here and tighten that net up just a little bit. But it's already tight. Lennon loves being out there. He says he just wants to take a nap, sleep out there. But yeah, you are above the ground, looking through it, and there's no railing or anything. There's not going to be, so that's kind of the, it's safe. Again, you'd have to really try to fall out of that thing. You'd have to be horsing around. So, but it definitely feel out amongst the trees when you're sitting on or laying on that net. It's pretty cool. And here's our view of the farmer's field behind us. Lennon and I were up here a few weeks ago when the farmer was harvesting that field. It's been a while now, but and that was really cool. That combine was just like right there. We could see the guy in it. It was neat. And we see deer out here all the time, walking through this field. We've seen raccoons and stuff, so it's really cool. From up here, you can see kind of, there's a trail out here that, there's a tire back there. I think that's one of Carter's old tires he brought when he was shooting his bow back here. But that's a pretty well-trafficked deer trail there, so that's pretty cool. They get close to this treehouse. And you're up in the trees. If we keep looking up and up and up and up, this particular tree goes forever, it seems. It's just huge. Keeps on going up. And the other two also. So we're definitely amongst the trees in this treehouse, which is what I wanted. I wanted to feel like you're not on some platform in the middle of your yard, mounted into posts and concrete. I didn't want that. I wanted it to be a real treehouse. And it is. So, this is pretty much it. It's pretty much just a rectangular platform, minus this tree going through, plus the net hanging out. So we have options in the future. If I want to put walls and a roof on it, I think it'd be pretty easy to do. It's set up for that. I could just do like a partial side, half of it maybe. A lot of options on that. I can add on to it pretty easily. We could go branch out from this tree, go up higher if we want, branch out there. We could go out a different direction. We could attach to another tree if we wanted. Lots of options. But for now, this is the treehouse. Standard decking boards. All the lumber was bought from Waterloo Lumber here in town, which I appreciate. They dropped it off in the driveway. It's hard to tell from here, but our yard is a pretty good slope from the house. That slopes down. It's a pretty good hill. And walking down it and up it is a lot of work. So I brought all this lumber down here, one board at a time. So that was fun. But yeah, the deck boards are standard lumberyard deck boards. All of this is treated wood, so it ain't going anywhere. 4x4 posts. Like I said, 2x8 joists and 2x10 beams. Glued together, screwed together, everything's structural components. So this thing should outlast our kids, probably, our family, our house. No, it'll be here a while. Anyway, I just wanted to give a walkthrough. People have been asking if it's, how's it look, does he like it? He loves it, by the way. He keeps saying it's amazing. and he loves being up here. We've all come up here, had some snacks, watched the sunset, watched deer playing in the field. It's pretty neat. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. All right, that's it. Thanks. See ya.